One of the things I'm super proud about with my essentialism approach to beauty and self-care is that once I made the decisions about what works for me, then I was able to kind of put that out of my head and I can buy the products that I love 2 and 3 at a time, which again makes my life easier and helps with my self-care practice because I'm not always like running out of things. I'm not always trying to make decisions on, well, what am I going to try now? Of course, I always love to bring in new products and try new skincare, but especially when it comes to makeup, sometimes if it's not broke, I do not like to fix it. So this is my essential eyebrow pencil. My key things that I need in an eyebrow pencil are a spoolie. Some eyebrow pencils have a brush on the other end. I do not like that. And also a pencil that twists. I don't want to have to deal with having a sharpener with me at all times if I need it. So this is the MAC Eyebrow Styler crayon in the color Spiked. I discovered the color Spiked because I saw a girl at an event, I think this was years ago, and I was like, your eyebrows are perfect. She was about my complexion. So this spiked color here, it's like somewhere in between a brown and a black, but it's not gray. So I will show you my eyebrow routine and how I use this. And I'll give you a full review about why I use this pencil every single time. So first thing, I feel like, again, because of my essentialism approach to this pencil is truly perfect because it has everything you need, right? Like it has the spoolie, it has the cranker crayon as opposed to needing a sharpener. So I don't have to, again, it's one less decision. It's one less thing to lose. It's one less thing to have to buy again. One for my travel kit, one for home. Like I don't like to do that. So, okay, what am I doing wrong? I feel like the minute you start doing things you do every day on camera, things get weird. Hello? Okay, here we are. Here we are. All right, cool. So the first thing you saw me do is I kind of brush my brows into place. I have an eyebrow techniques video that I posted for you dolls years ago. So you can watch that video to see how and why I shape my brows the way they do. In short, I like to look at my brows and think of them as a triangle with a tail. So that is kind of how we're gonna shape our eyebrows, and that's how I get my eyebrows waxed or threaded when I get that done. So in order to kind of keep our triangle and tail, I'm gonna take the MAC crayon and I'm going to just run it along the bottom of my brow until I make a point. Like, so this is, I'm making a triangle from here, 1, 2, and 3. These are the points, 1, 2, 3, okay? So we go from 1 to 3, then we go from 2 to 3, and then we're gonna go from 1 to 2. And these are just little feathery strokes, okay? So I've made a triangle. Now I'm gonna make my tail. So we have 1, 2, and 3, right? So we're gonna take from 3 here, and we're gonna, again, light feathery strokes out to 4. And I like to have like the end of my brow kind of line up with the corner of my eye, like that. So now that we've kind of created our arch using the triangle and tail method, the last thing we're gonna do on this brow before we move on to the other is we're gonna fill in the triangle, okay? So again, what I like to do, light feathery strokes in a diagonal or in the direction that your hair kind of grows. So I wouldn't go like up and down, straight up and down like this. Instead, I'll go from like corner, like little diagonal strokes there, okay? So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna, again, we have point 1, 2, 3 at the top of our arch, and then 4 at the end of the tail, okay? I'm gonna see if I can do it facing you. I'm gonna do my best to try. So again, we're gonna go, so we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are our points, right? So we're gonna take these feathery strokes from 1 to 3. We're gonna take feathery strokes from 2 to 3. We're gonna take a feathery stroke from 3 to 4, just to open up that brow. Make sure our arch is nice and pretty. And then we're gonna do a little feathery stroke from 1 to 2, just to close out that triangle here. Then finally, we're gonna take diagonal strokes to fill in the triangle. And then our brows are filled. The final step when I use this MAC eyebrow styler in Spiked is to take the spoolie one more time. And just for a more natural look, we're just gonna comb everything again in the same direction of the hair, up and then down. That really just like softens the pencil. It kind of smudges it, kind of blends it in with your eyebrow hair, whatever that may be, right? You don't want to look like your eyebrows are just drawn on completely. You do want them to look pretty and filled and full and shapely, but I feel like a subtle brow is enough. This is my Essentials eyebrow routine. This is what I do every day for nice, pretty, full, shapely brows. And I have not changed this routine in years. I'm okay with it, and it is one less decision for me to make. I hope you love this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment and let me know. I'll see you in the next one. Mwah!